Hello everyone, and welcome to part 2 of the video lecture focusing on hip-hop for Honors Arts in NYC. This lecture will focus on the documentary Nas, Time is Illmatic, which covers the rapper Nas and his beginnings and his debut album Illmatic. This is also effectively a story of hip-hop, the culture, and surrounding rap music and its origins and transformations in New York City. Early on in Nas's life, while his parents emphasized education, especially his mother, once he hit middle school, it was extremely challenging for him because the school system was broke. And without the money and without the resources, the teaching all went downhill and he lost interest. So in spite of the fact of having a father who encouraged him to read lots of books and taught him all kinds of musical instruments, and a mother with the smarts to navigate the challenges of Queens in New York City, ultimately Nas ended up dropping out. In the screen before you, I have a couple of clips from the documentary with Nas's father, Ula, commenting on the transition out of school and onto the streets. As he put it, if you want to save your life, quit school, go work, make you some money. This is America. When the school system started to fail and the drug economy in New York City began to rise and the prison system began breaking apart communities, loved ones, and unions, Nas saw his world change, but at the same time wanted to capture the challenges, the striving, the struggles, and the artistry within his community. After his close friend Will was killed in a tragic shooting accident, as the documentary covers, Nas's music began to take off. He started writing when he was 17, working on Illmatic, and it came out when he was 21 in 1994. With Illmatic, we understand a lot more about the origins of hip-hop music and culture. With Nas's work, the lack of economic opportunity in New York City, the drug economy fueled by a lack of economic opportunities within the city, along with the crack cocaine epidemic, had lots of people entering the drug economy, but also, as a result, entering the prison system. Young black men and boys were being killed and arrested. All of this was part of his upbringing and his world. But with this, he also had the talent from his father, the smarts from his mother, and a community intent on creating and oftentimes battling, as the case between Queens and Bronx. All of this informed Nas's work, allowing him or compelling him to create Illmatic. With this same kind of pyramid in mind, we can think about how his work critiques the overlapping systems of oppression that undermine the black community. Sorry about that last word, slipping under our vision. Then we also have the lyrics, the beat, and the flow, that is the rhythmic work as discussed in my previous lecture on Jay-Z. All of this emerging out of a black and Latino community in New York City, building into hip-hop. And so with this review, the last thing I ask you to do is consider one blog prompt. I previously mentioned that you may have to do a comment reply, but given how we have a great deal of material to cover, I'm just going to focus on a blog prompt. I have suggested for homework as presented as an assignment with the due date pushed back. So the first blog prompt: name one assumption or association, positive or negative, you made with hip-hop before reading the text and before watching the documentary, and then consider how that changed afterwards and why. Or you can consider, how do Jay-Z and Nas compare as artists? To answer this question, you may want to name one way they are similar and one way they are different, or one word or phrase you would use to describe each artist and explain why. And then finally, as a blog prompt, you might decide to go back to one of the songs mentioned in either the reading or the documentary. I suggest you choose one artist, but you're welcome to choose more than one, and explain how that lyric or image fits with that artist's style, or how that lyric or image reflects a value or goal within the aesthetics of hip hop. This is the end of my lecture video. It was fast and probably a little bit dense. I encourage you to watch it a couple of times if necessary. And as always, please include your questions and your comments in the comment reply as if we were in class. And I look forward to seeing your thoughts on hip hop based on having read My Passport Says Sean and Time is Illmatic. Thank you.